Hello everyone, and welcome to Sideshow Live. We are coming to you live from Ilverness, aka the Underworld. That is where Court of the Dead has their HQ, and where we are camping out today during the live stream. So, we have quite an awesome show for you today. We have the Aquaman Premium Format Figure to show you. We have the Wonder Woman Red Sun Premium Format Figure to show you. We are going to tease you the Kier art print and tell you a little bit about what we're up to with Kier at DragonCon this coming weekend. We have an unboxing of the Imperial at Driver 6-scale figure to take a look at, and as always, you can enter for a chance to win him. So go to sideshow.com/live contest and enter for your chance to win the Imperial at Driver 6-scale figure that we will be unboxing live on the show. And if you're not watching this live, if you're just coming to us from the future or the past, depending on how you look at it, you can go to the same link, sideshow.com/live contest, and enter for your chance to win the Imperial at Driver 6-scale figure. So go there, enter right now. At the end of the show, we will also be telling you who won the Iron Man Stealth Mode 6-scale figure from last week. But until then, we have some news to talk about. Lots of news, actually. This is like a really long list, so let's get to it. On Ben Affleck's Twitter page, he released footage of the villain from the upcoming Batman solo movie. And who's the villain, you might ask? Did you guys see the footage? It's Deathstroke. I'm pretty excited about that. That's a really cool little teaser for the Batman solo film. The Franklin Institute in Philadelphia is going to be opening a Jurassic World, the exhibition, starting on November 25th and running through April of next year. So if you are in the Philly area, you're definitely going to want to check that out. Some dinosaurs. Who doesn't love dinosaurs? We love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are amazing. Build-A-Bear is creating an Eevee that you can make. You can build your own Eevee. And I don't know if it comes with candy. I don't know that you can evolve it. All I know is that you can make an Eevee at the Build-A-Bear nearest you later this year, month. I don't have an exact date on it, so Google it. Anyway, for you Netflix aficionados, the Stranger Things Season 2 teaser was released today, and I'm pretty excited that they're making a Stranger Things Season 2. I hear that show is quite popular, just a little bit. People seem to like it, right? And my personal favorite bit of news, Sherlock Season 4 released its first image this morning on the PBS Twitter account. So that comes to PBS early in 2017. Lots of things to look forward to. I'm excited. And if you're excited and you want to talk to someone about it and just shout out to the world that oh my God, I can't believe all this news is happening, you're going to want to talk to Phoebe in the comments. She enjoys dense literature and Spumoni ice cream. So both of those things are awesome, right? Say hi to Phoebe. We will be right back. We have a video to show you. And then when we come back, we're going to have Aquaman and Wonder Woman Red Sun on the table with me. And later we'll have the Kier art print. And then we'll have an unboxing. And then we'll have winners to announce. So much stuff. You're watching Sideshow Live. We will be right back. Welcome back, everyone. You're watching Sideshow Live. We just showed you a Red Sun Premium Format Figure video. It's a pretty amazing collection, pretty amazing video. We have one of the members of the Red Sun Trinity here right now with me. But first, I want to talk to you about this guy right here. This is our Aquaman Premium Format Figure. He is gifted with extraordinary aquatic abilities, and Arthur Curry rises from the depths, because the ocean has depths. I can speak, really, I promise. So he rises from the depths with his trident. It's an enchanted weapon and a symbol of sovereign authority. In Atlantis, where he is from. This perfectly captures one of DC's most recognizable heroes and an iconic member of the Justice League. So this is our Aquaman Premium Format Figure. He is a must-have for Justice League fans, for superhero fans, for DC fans, for comic book fans. Basically, if you collect anything, you're gonna want this Aquaman Premium Format Figure in your collection. So go to sideshow.com/DC Aquaman and you can learn more about him. But I have a couple of things to tell you. First off, I just love the detail of this figure, from the base that has water and rock and kraken to the details on the back of his boots, which clearly help him swim through the water. He is 24 inches tall from the base to the top of Arthur's head, but if you count the trident, he is 27.25 inches tall. So we do have two separate measurements for you right there. He's 14 inches wide, 14 inches long, and weighs 30 pounds. So this guy has some footprint and weight to him. He is definitely, he's definitely a trophy for you to have on your as part of your DC collection. So this is an Sideshow exclusive item, which means you can only order one per person. And again, it's available at sideshow.com/DC Aquaman. Awesome. Over here on my left, we have the Wonder Woman Red Sun Premium Format Figure. I apologize. This is the alternate reality version of Princess Diana when she leaves her Amazonian paradise to fight for man's world. She's working side by side with the Comrade of Steel, Superman. Remember, alternate universe. They've landed in Soviet Russia. And she's going to increase the Soviet Union's sphere of influence and ideology across the globe. So as you can see, she has some fabricated elements, including the flag and her skirt. The rest of her is painted. She is standing on a themed base for the Red Sun. She is 22 inches tall, 16 inches wide, 10 inches long, weighs 12 pounds, and she is really limited, guys. There were only 1,250 pieces of her ever made. So you're definitely going to want to add her to your Wonder Woman collection, your Ladies of DC collection, your Ladies Who Rock collection, just basically any kind of DC collection. I personally like her stomping on this hat right there. That makes me happy. There's a lot. I just think she's a beautiful piece, and I think that she is a must-have for anyone who collects DC Comics. So if you want to learn more about her or add her to your collection, you're going to want to go to sideshow.com/WWRedsun. That's WWREDSON. Red Sun. Wonder Woman Red Sun. WW Red Sun. There you go. So coming up next, I have the Kier premium art print to show you, and I'm gonna show you a video while I prep that. And we have a little bit more information about Kier at DragonCon this weekend, so that's exciting. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you want to just gush about how amazing these figures are, you can still talk to Phoebe in the comments. So take a look at this video, and I will be right back. Thank you so much for watching Sideshow Live. See you in a bit. Hi, we're back. Thank you so much for watching Sideshow Live. Right here I have with me the Kier Premium Art Print. This is an amazing piece. There's only 200 of these worldwide. That's how limited this was. It's an 18 by 24 fine art giclée print by Fabian Schlager. It comes with an embossed seal of authenticity and an automated pencil signature at the bottom over here. So again, only 200 of these were ever made. It's super limited edition. So a little bit about Kier. Unloved, cast out of heaven, abandoned. Kier the Valkyrie angel was born imperfect and the heavenly host left her to die. Fortunately, death found her, nursed her back to life, and gifted her with her own essence, making her fierce and formidable. Kier now serves as Death's first sword of the underworld, and her thirst for vengeance knows no limit. No angel is safe from her dark fury, and if left unchecked, she would hunt down and execute every last angel in heaven and make them pay for the unforgivable act of cool indifference. She is kind of amazing. Sorry. I already told you the artist. I was just looking at my notes, and the artist is Fabian Schlager. This is just an amazing limited edition piece. So if you want to learn more about her, you can go to sideshow.com/KierArtPrint and just check out what a great just work of art this is. So something we're really excited to tell you about. There's more news on Kier. So Kier is going to be at DragonCon this year. What does that mean? That means that this year at DragonCon, we will be hosting a panel that's called From 2D to 3D to Cosplay with our partners Arta Wigs. We will also be unveiling Arta Wigs' Kier cosplayer, and Arta Wigs will be holding Kier costume and makeup demonstrations Friday through Monday, September 2nd through September 5th at their booth. So that is really exciting. If you're attending DragonCon this year, that is definitely something you are not going to want to miss. Tune into our social media to see more of the Kier cosplayer reveal. We've been kind of teasing her throughout the week. And also on our Court of the Dead social platforms as well. We're showing you things like how intricate her wig is. We even put contact lenses on her body paint that we're spraying onto her, and they're doing so many just intricate things to make her accurate to the figure and accurate to the story of Kier. So that is pretty amazing. That is what we have for you for DragonCon, and this is our Kier Premium Art Print that you can learn more about at sideshow.com/KierPrint. So I'm going to send you to one more video break, and we will have the Imperial at Driver 6-scale figure to unbox after I get back. And then we will tell you the winner of our giveaway from last week of Iron Man. So you are watching Sideshow Live. We will be right back after the break. Thank you so much for watching. Hello and welcome back to Sideshow Live. We are here to unbox this guy, the Imperial at Driver 6-scale figure. Now, have you entered for a chance to win him yet? Because you can. You go to sideshow.com/live-contest and you can win this exact Imperial at Driver that I am about to unbox. And if you happen to be watching this recorded, so not live / any time that is convenient for you to watch, you can also enter for a chance to win this Imperial at Driver 6-scale figure. It's a pretty spectacular deal we got going on here. So we're going to get right into it. First off, it has its slick Star Wars boxing, which is black with the figure right here. This is the Sideshow exclusive, and you can tell because it has a Sideshow exclusive sticker on it. In case you were wondering, this is the exclusive version of the figure. So you can open them up display them like this, if you're one of those people who don't ever take your figures out of the box, there is a window for display included with this guy. But we do take our figures out of the box, and we're gonna do it right now. So let's get right into this. This Imperial AT-AT driver comes with, well, he comes with a lot, to be honest. So let's get him out. I'll show you what he has going on. It's pretty amazing. Personally, the Battle of Hoth is one of my favorite moments in all of the Star Wars trilogy. So to be able to take a look at how many pieces we have of him is kind of amazing. So this is our guy right here. He has a fully articulated body. He has detailed pilot helmet and pilot armor, and he has an Imperial flight suit complete with his harness. Let's get him on his stand right now so I can show you some of the accessories he comes with. You guys should be commenting and sharing all about this Imperial AT-AT driver 6-scale figure, because, you know, there's different parts of the Battle of Hoth that are just kind of amazing. So what is your favorite part? I really liked the first time you kind of figured out that these AT-AT walkers were coming at the rebels. Like, we'd never seen anything like that before. At least I hadn't on screen. So that was, I can just remember the first time I ever saw those coming through the snow, and that will be a moment that forever stands out for me in cinema. And these guys were driving the way. So there you go. That is our Imperial AT-AT driver 6-scale figure. I'm gonna turn him towards you guys. Again, fully articulated body, armor, flight suit. He comes with 6 interchangeable hands, including fists, neutral hands, rifle support hands, trigger hands. He comes with an E11 blaster and an exclusive blaster rifle. He is 12 inches tall and weighs 2 pounds. And if you would like to add him to your collection right now, you can go to sideshow.com/AT-AT driver. Since I was playing with plastic when I said that, let's go with sideshow.com/AT-AT driver. Again, there you go. Here are his gloves. And here are his rifles and blasters. So that is what you get straight out of the box with this Sideshow exclusive Imperial AT-AT driver 6-scale figure. Again, go to sideshow.com/live contest to enter for your chance to win him. I have one more video to show you, and then I will be announcing the winner of the Iron Man Stealth version from last week that we gave away. And so let's go to video really quick, and I will be right back to tell you the winner. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. No more figures, just me. Sorry about that. But I have right here a winner to announce. The Hot Toys Iron Man Stealth Mode 6-scale figure that we unboxed and now are giving away goes to Lisa Knotts. Lisa Knotts, you have won our Iron Man Stealth Mode 6-scale figure. Congratulations. I could not be more excited. That guy is really, really cool. He has a lot of weight to him, and he's just a very spectacular figure. So congratulations to Lisa Knotts for winning the Iron Man Stealth Mode 6-scale figure. That's all we have for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed our show. We went through a lot. We had Aquaman. We had Wonder Woman Red Sun. We had the Kier art print. We announced Kier's appearance at DragonCon. We unboxed the Imperial AT-AT driver 6-scale figure. And we had Lisa Knotts win an Iron Man. This is so much stuff, you guys. Like, oh my gosh, I'm really excited for everyone. I'm really excited for the figures. I'm really excited for everyone going to DragonCon. I hope you guys have an amazing time this week. Be sure to stop by our panel on Saturday and check out those demonstrations by our partners, ArtoWigs. We will be back next week, right here, same time, same place, September 7th, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We have videos to show you guys, so take a look at what we got going on in studio. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
Hey everyone, welcome back to How to Be a Poser. Today we're going to be doing some dynamic posing using the Hot Toys Vision figure from Avengers Age of Ultron. Let's get started. So here's the Vision. Great costume, great portrait, great cape. So first thing we're going to need to do is choose our hands that we're going to use in this case, and actually put the hammer in his hand in a way that I can demonstrate how it's done. So just pulling that thumb gently to the side enables you to squeeze Mjolnir's handle into his grip. Pull those fingers up and around. Bingo. You've got a nice firm grip. And now again, pull that gauntlet up to expose the ball joint so that you have plenty of clearance. Slide that thing in there. And once you're done with that, situate it and pull the gauntlet back down to hide the ball joint. Once you have those arms, the biceps and triceps in the proper place, then you can start rotating everything to where it needs to be. Now, since he's going to be flying, he's probably not going to have this relaxed hand. So we want to get rid of that. I'm going to opt to go with this open hand here. So again, pull up the gauntlet here. Firmly press that thing on. Push the gauntlet down to hide the ball joint. We're good to go. But when you're trying to ascertain what's going to look right in a pose, in this particular case, we're going to be having the Vision swinging a mighty warhammer. Notice I'm giving like that little bit of a twist to the body. Just rotate it ever so slightly towards the hammer, like he's really winding up. It also has the nice effect of providing a little bit of direction. This is when I'm going to start bringing the stand in. If it will work better for your pose, you can twist it a little bit one way or the other, and then rotate to provide the required angle. Yeah. Something else that I've done is I've gone down here and tweaked this foot a little bit, pointed it just a touch. Not much, because you're going to break this line here at this joint. Something else I'm noticing is that the stand is leaning a little bit precipitously here in a way that I just don't find comfortable. So to correct that, I'm going to try to reallocate the weight distribution by bending this thing a little bit back that way, and then compensating for the sake of the pose by bending it back forward this way. Something else I'm noticing is that, see here where I had him bending his leg? Right away that fabric went up into that joint area. Now if you pull it out, it's still going to go up, but you can work it until you actually get a visible wrinkle right there. Now, cape. As long as you can keep nicely flowing lines along the sides using these wires, just really smooth, big waves. When he's in motion, when any figure's in motion, like flying, I kind of tend to want to end with the cape turning up. This kind of feels empty. So I'm going to restructure this a little bit, starting up here, and just kind of gradually move it just a little bit out. And when you get something like this, where the cape, the pleats in the middle, gravity kind of tends to pull those things down, you can cheat it by picking it up and just kind of resting it on the foot. Yeah, there we go. I could probably tweak this and do a few extra things to it, but this gives a rough approximation of what it can do.
You have to go into your dark corners of your mind every now and then, which is a lot of fun.
You get to play with a lot of exciting and amazing characters, and this is just a beginning.
It's not just scattered thoughts, it's all woven together.
What we're trying to do with an original storytelling device is tell a good tale, but also show one that is sort of as well thought through as it can possibly be. You know, the way characters looked and whatnot was very much an important part of how to tell the story.
Each character design has to show what this character is about. You don't add detail for the sake of detail, you add detail to tell a story.
We all have little things on there that just sort of settle our looks. I think when you're doing character design, that's the stuff that often gets overlooked.
Those things you might not know initially when you're making something look cool. Then when you go back and revise, look at the story, like what is this character's true intent, that can help then inspire evolving the concept.
The basic is starting by the general forms, working over that and making his visual designs interesting.
Tom asked me to just try to explore other cultures like Maya, Indian, Egyptian cultures. Like the Egyptians would have been inspired by what these undead creatures were wearing.
In the underworld, the older periods of history tend to be the predominant fashion trends. This was a story element as well as a conceptual one. I really wanted to pay off the notion of, the undead typically has a sort of antiquated kind of look. The Zyle character is a pretty distinct composite of Elizabethan costuming. And so in her bone form actually kind of creates that big veiled collar or whatnot that you see in a lot of dress design of that period.
You have to have appealing color and form and shapes. Definitely an appealing pose as well. So like the head could be looking one way, the shoulders could be pointing in a different direction. That creates a little more visual interest in the pose.
Immensely helpful when you have all these different types of people come with their different specialties. A sculptor bringing their flavor, their enhancements to it. A painter bringing their enhancements to it in 3D.
It's just really exciting stuff to see what sculptors can do. You make a 2D thing on paper and they just grab it and do their magic and make it into this living, breathing creature right there.
These characters do exist in a real world. And when you're trying to create one that's as fantastic as the one that the Court of the Dead exists in, that's a pretty important thing to establish that kind of rooting for the audience. We all kind of react to things visually initially because that's the first thing that hits us. So when you see someone, it evokes an emotion. You need to know what that trigger that it's pulling is because that is something you'll want to exploit in your story.
It's a real collaborative process. It's not just one person doing everything.
If one person works on a single thing, it could be good, but it takes a lot of people to make it great.
It's been cool to be a part of something that didn't exist and then being a part of it as it grew to where it is now.
To be able to set the bar at a nice height that we are definitely trying to exceed is going to be the thrill ride of the next year to come.
I was 7 years old in 1977. So, do the math. We went to go see Star Wars at the Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. And I totally remember walking in, opening scroll. It's just like, what is this? This is so cool. It just blew my mind, everything that I saw. Had to see it again. The Rebels were just the coolest thing. The ships, the X-Wing fighters, the Stormtroopers. I needed to be a Stormtrooper. I was like, I need to be a Stormtrooper. I ended up being Darth Vader for Halloween, but just trying to convince everybody that this was probably the most awesome movie that I've ever seen in my life. I'm Bernardo Escobar, and my artistic journey started at 7 years old. I mean, I was a kid who played with Star Wars toys and customized figures and watched movies and read comic books, and who knew that I could get a job painting. You know, my first paycheck of doing custom work, you know, for things that I did just at home. That was pretty cool. I was like, wow, I could actually do this as a job. There was trials and tribulations, but that's what kept me motivated to keep going. So when Sideshow got the Star Wars license, I was one of the guys that was brought on board to help do the research and development and fabrication. It was just exciting, you know? Kind of got my heart racing because like, now here's our chance to make them even more realistic. I'm able to create something that was just once gray and now it's got a life of its own. What we do is a beautiful thing, you know? It's art, it's bringing happiness to you know, anybody, an 80-year-old man or a young little kid or people who weren't fans and all of a sudden become fans because maybe they may have seen something we've done, that's inspiring. You're a kid playing with toys at one point, drawing with crayons, and now you're just using an airbrush and using paintbrushes and washes in different mediums. I just picture myself painting and try to get better and better. Now I just want to be the best at what I do, you know? I want to be as good as the people who are around me, the artists. That inspires me.